League of Legends, and it is going to be the Frag-o-Matic finals. This is a best of 3, and we are into game 2. If you missed the first game, go check it out on the video on demand area. You should see it on the little link on YouTube. So, LowLandLions, it is going to be Sneaky on Caitlyn, Alibabba on Nocturne, Zealot on Nasus, Ishtai on Janna, and Tabzz on Kassadin. For time to troll, it is going to be Udyr on Ezreal, Lyumi on Karthus, WetDream on Trundle, superjulia on Sona, and wewillfailer on Udyr. So, a bit of a change around from the first game. First game we saw wewillfailer on Annie and really performed very well in the lane phase. Completely had Tabzz in all kinds of trouble. This time it is going to be Lyumi in mid, I guess. So Lyumi was, yeah, total change around. In fact, Lyumi was Caitlyn, I think, last game. No, Lyumi was on Jax. Sorry, Lyumi was on Jax, wasn't he? So bit of a turnaround. So the AP and the Bruiser have decided to switch it round. We're going to have WetDream again in the jungle. WetDream playing for time to troll. This is obviously at the Belgium LAN, which is the Frag-o-Matic. It is the Belgium event, and wewillfailer just trying to secure off the Wraiths here. Alibabba could easily get caught out of position there. You can see the late waste going down. Remember, we are using the LOL replay function, which is why we will have these hit point issues. Really, it only affects the opening lane phase. Really, it's nothing major. You can easily sort it out once you start hitting the team fights. Bearing in mind, this is from the AD carrier's perspective. They're generally going to be looking at the fight anyway, so it's not really going to play too much into the hands of being a problem. So wewillfailer getting a quick blast from Tabzz there. Zealot is in that bush. So I guess it's all a case of defending the raids, defending the blue. Let's have a look down the bottom. You can see also Caitlyn's put the trap, which is called Udyr, who was going to take a peek and steps on a second one. Can he find the third one? I can see another one there. Can he find the third one? No, he can't. He's just going to back away. So, you know what? That's probably not a great idea. So they were ready for that. And I've mentioned it before many times. Obviously, the bonus of being on the blue side, and often you guys probably won't see it so much, but we certainly see it from when we're setting up tournaments, we're waiting for the guys to do picks, etc. The first question that it's always fought over is, why are we not on blue side this time, or whatever. If some teams lost it, they'll be like, we should be on blue, etc. So there's a lot of infights, and so the teams really pay a lot into just that initial burst of experience, and you can see, just turns the lane, bang, level 2 already. So gets quite a big boost of experience to your AD carry, just in that bottom lane. CS gives you that slight advantage. You can see Sneaky's probably going to try and push that advantage on Udyr. Missing the bottom lane support at the moment, which is Sona. We've not seen superjulia around yet. Probably sat in that bush ready and waiting to pop out. Let's have a look up towards the mid. So it's going to be Tabzz versus wewillfailer once again in mid. This time it's going to be Udyr though versus Kassadin. And up the top it is going to be Karthus versus Nasus, which is Zealot. This is Lyumi. So Zealot's just going to be trying to queue up as much as he can. Lyumi's just going to be trying to lay waste at his feet as much as he can. We just got a glimpse of WetDream there trying to have a gank down the bottom. Pillar going down, but no damage whatsoever done. You can see that Nocturne is still floating around on the bottom here. So Alibabba might come and have a look. Sneaky is pretty much nailing all the CS at the moment. Ishtai just shielding up, knew damn well that superjulia was going to be there. Alibabba sat in that jungle just above, so I'm going to keep my eye on his position. I think superjulia is about to go and ward, straight in towards Alibabba. Yes, he is. Can he get the fear proc? I'm sure he will. Flash just in the right time. Or the Howling Gale catching, but unfortunately Caitlyn had gone round the back side instead of the front side, so they could have probably cut him off a lot better there, but nevertheless Sneaky returns back to his CS. Up the top, Zealot has been pushed by Karthus. Karthus continuing the pressures as well with those layways. Clairvoyant's catching WetDream out over at the Wraiths. They can see that the red buff is yet to be taken, the lizard buff, so they probably might try and invade that. It doesn't look like Nocturne's in any position. Nocturne's going to try and ninja his way into the bottom here. Here he comes, going to try and get it out of view. And they're just going to try and force it back as much as possible. I think the vision may well have just about been impaired. Whether Udyr would have seen that, let's keep our eyes. Udyr is backing away. And there's Sona. Now they know they can sneak up. Now, would he have got in there without being seen? Trap point put down. That's going to catch superjulia straight out. Fear going on now. Clever flash had been used before. Not going to get the kill. Yes, he will do, because Sneaky managed to get up there. Didn't see whether Sneaky had to flash into position, whether he just managed to get it up there in time. First blood going down. Remember, flash was used down here, so summoner spell had been blown. And we always go on about this summoner spell, you know. And it's so important to note that if your jungler has come out and blown that summoner spell, it gives you an advantage. You just need to push that advantage. It doesn't always result in getting a kill, but sometimes if you can just force them out of lane, especially if it's on the AD carry or someone. So that advantage being worked very well there by Nocturne, Alibabba, and really the whole team. They managed to support it pushing in, obviously the trap going down, etc. This whole thing was a supported move from LowLandLions. Great first blood, well worked. So Zealot is going to get caught out at the top here. WetDream is going to come around. He's going to go in towards that bush, but that's going to really get uncovered easily by the Leigh waste there. And Zealot's feeling pretty confident, turns around, puts a big burst into towards Trundle's face, and continues on his farm. So he's still got 1 health pot remaining. Meanwhile, in the mid here, wewillfailer is going to get caught on turret, but he will get the kill back. Tabzz taking him down in the process. Answers on a postcard whether that actually... I heard Daniel talking about it earlier, actually, and I'm not sure about the answer myself. He was on about Intel Extreme Masters. The first one getting the kill gets the experience from it. I'm not sure if when the second one dies and has been killed, whether they actually get experience out of it. I'm not sure. Zealot taking down pretty low at the top there. Trundle still remaining in that bush, and he is still there. That's going to get cleared out, though, and spotted, so he's going to have to back away. Lyumi very low on mana here, and it is the downside of the AP caster being up the top here. Doesn't have that blue buff, so doesn't really have the advantage. So he's got to be quite sparing with that mana he has, and he's going to get hit pretty hard by Zealot if he manages to start queuing on him, which is really all Zealot's all about, which is what he's doing. There you go, you can see he gets that big hit on him. I don't think he quite caught it there. Instead, he just wants to build it up. If you didn't know what Nasus is, it's all about the Q. Basically, you build up the Q skill. Every minion you get, I think it adds 3 to the attack damage of your Q skill. So obviously, if you see someone that's got 100 CS on Nasus, you know damn well his Q's probably going to do around 300 plus the basic. Wow, seriously? Yeah. So where were we? Back to it, as my brother kindly interrupts the VOD, which is very nice of him. Asking me about virus protection. Really? Really? We're going to go down that route while they're mid doing a VOD. So, 7.5 minutes gone. 2-1 in kills. LowLandLions with the advantage. With that great kill down the bottom. And another potential gank up the top there. WetDream is going to turn around and have a little poke on towards Zealot. Zealot is now finally going to go back, I think. No, he's still feeling pretty confident. He's got quite a lot of hit points according to what we can see. Certainly a lot more than WetDream. WetDream's just trying to keep him at distance. Has got that red dot. You can see that Tabzz trying to go across the blue there. Was being followed. It's just going to ulti across. That means Udyr is now going to try and push the pace a little bit on towards the tower. Don't think he's quite got the speed at the moment. Has got himself a Doran's and Mercury Treads. Mercury Treads obviously because he's against Tabzz. Tabzz getting himself a double Sapphire Crystal. Okay, Tear of the Goddess, Archangel, maybe, I don't know what he's building up to, maybe a Catalyst. So Alibabba switches into mid. Tabzz is going up towards top, I think. Maybe they're going to have to see if he can get a burst on towards Lyumi here, maybe. It's going to go straight across, does runs to get the silence on him, but doesn't bother going for anything else. Hadn't obviously built up his E skill, so didn't bother going for the kill. You know what? I thought him and Nocturne could have probably paired up and maybe gone for. Nocturne is pretty low. Has got himself the Mandra Tracer yet, but it hasn't got level 6 according to our screen. Looking back down the bottom here. Wow, look at that. Sneaky's really ripped the crap out of that bottom tower. 300 health left on it. And Sneaky is just ripping apart down the bottom here. Far more than he did in the first game. Tabzz now being harassed up the top there. wewillfailer switching it up. So they were trying to switch so Tabzz could face against Karthus. Karthus wasn't having any of it. Has returned to mid, which is actually going to really help Karthus a bit more, because Karthus is probably going to get the blue buff now, which is, I guess, why LowLandLions are actually going for Dragon. I'm not too sure that's a wise choice. WetDream is going to come around. Sneaky's got quite a bit of damage, remember. The slow goes down. Karthus comes around the side there, but Nasus is onto Karthus. Karthus is trying to finish off Alibabba. He does manage to get the kill on him, and the exhaust going down to Zealot. Now Zealot in trouble. That's going to be a 4-man push on him. Does manage to pop his ulti. He's not going to get out of this one. He will go down. Udyr gets the kill, and really just a questionable Dragon there by LowLandLions. They just weren't in the position for it. No, they just didn't read the situation there. Karthus had already come down. That's going to be Dragon going to time to troll. Karthus had already come down here to pick up the blue, so there was already 2 of them here, and you knew there was going to be 2 down the bottom, which immediately puts you out of number favour there. It just did not work for them at all there. So Tabzz had come back down, but, you know, it's just too late. And now it's giving wewillfailer a chance to just beat the hell out of this top turret. Free of charge, really. Absolutely nobody harassing him. Tabzz is trying to push on the mid there. Ping goes down on blue, and there is the top turret going down. Tabzz is going to try and get the steal here. Did he manage to get it? I'm not too sure. I think... No, he didn't, because Lyumi picked it up. He does manage to get the kill on WetDream, though. And Tabzz backs away. So, Tower and Dragon there. Paying the price, LowLandLions, for some sloppy gameplay, sloppy game mechanics, and I don't know whether time to troll will really make them pay about it. But you know, if you're against, I don't know, say a COG or a TSM or something like that, you would really be paying the price for that. Something chronic. I'm not too sure whether time to troll are going to capitalise on the fact that they just had such a big advantage. They are 3-3. They do have a tower and the gold advantage. Bottom tower is nearly down though. LowLandLions looking like they might take that down now. And there it goes. Sneaky does manage to take that down. So Sneaky returning, gone to triple Dorans and Berserker Greaves. Meanwhile, Ezreal on looks like double Dorans and Berserker Greaves. In the mid here, Lyumi is going to get a quick burst in from Tabzz there, and that's all that Kassadin is really great at. He can do his silence, go in, do his quick E across the slow you down, and then just off ulti and away he goes. Hit and run tactics. You should really not just stick around and take the beating, because chances are he's just going to build up, wait for you to do it, and do the burst straight back at you in another 20 seconds time, which is exactly what he's looking to do. You can see Sneaky now coming up river. Sona just placing a ward at Dragon, which to me is a bit of a waste. I guess he's got vision, but it's obviously not going to be vision. It's going to run out before the Dragon spawns. They're only just taking it down. Craziness. Lyumi getting burst on him. Well, the sniper shot's going to go across. Oh, it doesn't quite have enough. And now WetDream is going to try and reply. This could be a big turnaround for LowLandLions here. They have a 4-man on the mid here. We're missing Udyr. Udyr is coming down river, I believe. Oh no, Udyr's there. I'm blind as a bat. I was thinking who was up the top left there. They're definitely missing the one. Obviously, Karthus has just come back. Oh, just ignore me. It's one of those days, I think. Just ignore me and watch the pictures. I'll stay quiet, maybe. I don't know. So, in mid, Tabzz is going to get his quick burst across, but does manage to get hit pretty hard there. Alibabba stunned up on the tower, but the tower hits going towards wewillfailer. Doesn't want to take that. Meanwhile, Zealot is happy farming. Happy farming, and Sneaky is happy farming as well. So while they've got a 4-man push in mid, losing out experience in CS, we've got the 2 carries, I guess, if you were. Certainly the AD carry is about to get Ezreal in his face, but he doesn't matter. He's pushed that side lane, and Nasus has just been queuing away like a champ over here. And that is what you do with Nasus. You farm your way to victory. Alibabba pinging on wewillfailer there. So Tabzz covering off the mid. So pretty even now. That mid turret is very nearly down as well. And Sneaky is going to come across. That's going to be Tabzz getting the slowdown on him. WetDream will go down there. Tabzz getting the kill. Lyumi just coming back out as well. He's got to be careful. You can't 2v1. He is going to try and catch out Tabzz there, but meanwhile Sneaky is just going to keep shooting on him. And Tabzz backs away quite easily there. I think wewillfailer causing problems for him. Yes, he is. He's around the blue buff here. Alibabba will get the fear on him. Alibabba's taken very low. Is going to have to use his flash. wewillfailer flashes following through. Karthus will pick up the kill though. Now wewillfailer's in trouble. He's got himself out of position here. Zealot is just about going to miss with that Howling Gale. Zealot will surely take him down. Sneaky just needs to get a little bit of vision on him. Will finish him off. He's going to go down. Tabzz taken very low as well. Tabzz continuing to be taken low. Lyumi trying to finish him off. Lyumi in a difficult position now as well. Zealot possibly being poked, and I think he's going to get Zealot down. So Lyumi picking up a couple of kills in there. Very nicely done. And Time to Troll are keeping pace with LowLandLions every step of the way. Still very close here. 14.5 minutes gone. And wow. 5-5 in kills. 2,000 gold on Sneaky at the moment. And the blue buff, can he manage to capitalise? No, he can't. But he does manage to do a big chunk of damage to Lyumi. They do take the blue buff. I think it was actually... I think that might have been Sona that actually got the blue buff. No, it wasn't. It was Karthus that did pick it up in the end. And looking like WetDream's going to back away. So Alibabba started all that off, getting caught out of position. Building up towards Mercury Chance, has a wriggles already. WetDream in the meantime being pushed in the mid there. Has got his WetDream, has got his wriggles and Mercury Jets. Alibabba returns. Alibabba went down in that exchange as well. Catalyst and Tyr the Goddess, as I mentioned earlier on, and gone for the Sorcerer's Shoes as well. wewillfailer's really causing problems for them here. He's been the thorn in Tabzz' side. Tabzz has not had a pleasant experience in mid for both of these games so far. Sneaky getting the pillar down on him to slow him down. The rest of LowLandLions now moving across into position to clear out this mid wave push attempt that Time to Troll were doing. Alibabba goes down bottom. Is probably going to put his Wriggles ward on Dragon, I guess. Yes, he will. And Janna was about to do the same. I think it's probably just going to ward in the corner there. Yes, it will. So, looking back in towards the middle there, Tabzz is getting caught out. Oh, the Sona ulti is going to finish him off. He did just try an ulti away, but doesn't matter. He was caught out of position in a 5v1 effectively. The rest of the team were just clearing out, putting wards down, etc. So, Tabzz once again getting caught. A couple of times, I have to be said. I don't like to beat on someone, but he is 3-2-1, so he's still got a bunch of kills in there. wewillfailer's been the target here at the moment. You can see the burst damage go down on him. Zealot now comes in there. The rest of the team really will let it quite go for it. The Cowling Gale does catch them. They are all very low, but I don't think they've quite got enough to actually get a kill on there. Now Lyumi has been split across. Will anyone walking towards the trap? Dragons, what they're really working towards. wewillfailer continues to get beaten down. Sneaky is going to try and get the sniper shot on him. That's going to get blocked by Udyr, so Udyr will take that quite happily, but I think that might be a dragon for LowLandLions here. I'm not too sure whether Time to Troll can contest this one. It is 6-5 to Time to Troll in kills. The rest of LowLandLions now returning. They're going to steal the blue buff as well. That actually may buy time for Time to Troll to get back here and contest this dragon. They will take it. Now it's going to be going to Tabzz. And they are going to get clairvoyance, but they're going to take this dragon. I don't think Time to Troll are quite going to get back in time. No, it's going to go down very quickly. They've got a lot of wriggles on their team here. You can see double wriggles, BF sword as well, of course. And, oh, going for armor pen, looks of it there on Caitlyn instead. Possibly a black cleaver coming out first. As Lyumi comes down, clears out the spawn point. Refreshes the timer for Time to Troll. So let's have a look at that CS and item builds. Well, you might be able to look at it. You might have to pause it to look at it because it's going on all around the map. So 117 to 100. No, actually, a lie. That's the 80. So big advantage to Sneaky in terms of CS. He has been running off and picking up that CS as well. Remember, Tabzz doing exactly that right now. Let's have a look where they're going. Looking like they're going to maneuver. Yeah, there's a 5-man push down towards his bottom outer turret. It's on full hit points, so the rest of LowLandLions could easily get here and protect it. Sneaky, you can see now coming from the back. Going to have to come a long way. They have got the tank mini, and that's not really going to slow them down much here. I don't think they're in a position to contest now. They haven't quite got in position quick enough. Will just about hold it out there. I think no, Zealot is going to have to back away. Zealot with no mana at all. Tabzz continuing to push on towards the top turret though while that happens, so they're possibly giving up tower for tower exchange there. So it's a 4-on-5 down the bottom at the moment. So Sneaky really, it's Lyumi he wants to work on it, I would guess. Probably the lowest hit points, or possibly Udyr if he can get an angle on him. But I don't think he can. Bottom turret is still starting to be harassed, but I think they're going to be easily holding this one out. And that will be the top turret going down. Piltover Peacemaker splitting across two of them there. 18 minutes 45. Look at this. Tabzz is continuing to push up the top here. Keep our eye on that. wewillfailer's going to go in. He flashed in towards Sneaky there. Sneaky is taken very low. I think he's going to get taken down, but Lyumi will go down in the process. But surely he's just going to pop his ulti as soon as he does go down, which will probably get that kill on Zealot. Yes, it can. You can see it going off. Zealot does go down. wewillfailer also going to get the kill on the Ishtai. Didn't see who actually finished off. It wouldn't. Lyumi, possibly Alibabba might get away. Yes, he's had to use his flash up. So another summoner spell used there. Tabzz is, well, he's trying to farm and push as much as he can. But unfortunately, the rest of his team have been wiped out down the bottom here, and it's just Alibabba trying to defend it. So Time to Troll really putting the pressure on now. Tabzz is thinking, should I go for it? You know, he's going to be taken very low. The rest of the Time to Troll are still down here, and they have spawned up now, so expect the Ezreal ulti to possibly flash over. Up the top here, I didn't see whether it did or not. There is Ezreal, so I'm guessing it probably did. Ezreal's actually quite behind in his build. You can see he's got that phage built up. It's going to go for Trinity Force instead, but Sneaky's managed to get himself quite far ahead in terms of that build. Oh, he built up into a Wriggles. That's what that longsword was for. So we now have the famed triple Wriggles LowLandLions build. So potential for an earlier Baron here. But honestly, they've lost the last few team fights. It's not been panning out too well for them. I think they're going to try and ward it up now. Blue buff has spawned. So let's have a look. What's Lyumi been and built? Just got himself another blasting wand. Tabzz in the meantime up to 98 AP. Not that Rod of Ages completed. Lots of mana. Of course, a lot of the burst from Kassadin just built up by the spells, really, than the massive AP burst. Which is what obviously Lyumi will be aiming for. 158 AP. Sneaky gained a couple of shots on there. That's Pillar slowing them down. They've got a lot of slow abilities. Obviously, that bar going across. wewillfailer's going to try and get the stun down on someone. He's actually been ripped down pretty quickly there. The Ezreal ulti going through, missing just about everyone, I think. LowLandLions managed to weather the storm there. A lot of abilities used. The timers will be just resetting themselves though, so they'll be able to have another go in a second. Sneaky gets that pilter over across the minion creep wave, picks up all the gold as well. And now back onto beating on that turret. You can see Tabzz coming around the back side there. Just be careful he doesn't get caught out. He's really just distracting them away from it. Zealot has been caught out of position. Zealot's going to go down here. Take him very low. The Janna ulti is not going to be enough to save him there. Lyumi very low as well. Alibabba being poked very low. Tabzz does manage to get the kill. Turns around. WetDream taken very low. Does manage to get in. Get WetDreamers down. wewillfailer taking a Howling Gale there. Has taken very low as well. I think if Sneaky has got his ulti, which he does not. Actually just doesn't have the mana for it. Has got the ulti, just doesn't have the mana. Now he has the mana. If the fear can proc, I think that ulti will be going off. Will he use onto wewillfailer? That's the question. Who's going to go for superjulia? And he does not quite take him down there. wewillfailer taking very low as well. Ezreal trying to do his best to keep him away. And doesn't quite have enough damage there. So it's doing, wow, so 675 damage. So I think if he had gone to wewillfailer there, I think he'd have actually got the kill. But they went for superjulia, who obviously was the lower hit point hero. But wewillfailer was quite low on health himself. But you never know. That turtle shield can certainly take quite a bit. So, Eggs of the Legion completed by Zealot. It's 11-9 in terms of kills. Still advantage to Time to Troll. Dragon is due, which is why the ping's going down there. Zealot's probably going to put his Wriggles Lantern ward in and around here somewhere. Looks like it's going to be on the blue because they've just clairvoyanced it. And there we go. So they've got good wall control pretty much across the map at the moment. You can see there's 5 wards down. And Dragon has started. So Zealot's starting on that one. Udyr already spotting it. There must be a ward placed down here. Alibabba actually going blind into that bush, knowing damn well there was an Udyr in there, an angry bear. And they are going to pick this one up, so that's going to be 2-1 in terms of Dragon. Ooh, Ezreal tried to steal it. Didn't quite manage it though. wewillfailer's going to the bush and following round behind them. And they're pinging it to say the rest of the team are here, guys. We need to be careful. So you're not getting caught out. wewillfailer pushing on him. It has popped his ulti, which means LowLandLions are going to go aggressive on this one. superjulia taking it down very low there, getting the Q on him straight away. I don't think the rest of the team quite on the wavelength of Zealot there. They haven't responded in turn. Ishtai does use his ulti. Oh, and that's going to get interrupted by Sona's ulti. Lyumi taken down. He's just going to pop his ulti straight away. Sneaky does manage to get that kill on him. Will the ulti go take anyone down? No, Tabzz is down to 69 health there. wewillfailer wanted to get a look at it. Alibabba actually getting the fear across. Looks like the Caitlyn's Pilter of Peacemaker is whizzing across about 3 of them there. So very low health on both sides at the moment. Sniper shot going across. Who's going to block it? It's going to be wewillfailer. wewillfailer has the turtle shield up. Oh, and you can see Alibabba diving on the ulti. He's going to get ulted across himself. My word! Sneaky finally getting the kill on wewillfailer there. Udyr has been taken down very low. It's going to be a 1-for-1 fight there. Sneaky is going to get caught out by WetDream. Alibabba doesn't have enough to deal the damage, and Sneaky does go down in the process. It's 12-11. What a crazy, crazy encounter fight this is so far between both teams. They're really putting their all into this one. Tabzz is going to try and finish off Udyr. He's going to wait for his ulti. He's going to burst in, get that E down. Can he get WetDream as well? Will he get a double? Will he get a triple? Onto superjulia. Yes, he will. A triple kill for Tabzz there. I take everything back that I've said about Tabzz. That was brilliant, and he saw it. He knew he was going to get the chance. Blows down a triple kill. That was a big turnaround for LowLandLions there. 14-12, giving them the advantage. Now I have the ward placement going out as well for Baron. So Baron push possibly coming in the next wave. So Tabzz redeeming himself wonderfully there and picking up a whole lot of kills to boot. So 44, Infinity Edge now complete for Caitlyn. Nocturne 0-5. Just got that Wriggles shuffled around. He's just manoeuvring his items around really. Nasus has got that Sheen now, so possibly going to go for Trinity now. Nasus went tanky to start with. Janna got the pretty standard stuff. Actually hasn't gone for a Heart of Gold, Janna, so not quite so standard. Instead going for that Catalyst and a bit more magic resist, really against Lyumi's ulti, I guess. Kassadin 8-3-2. Kassadin on a mission. Getting that triple kill nicely there. Ishtai is howling out, trying to pick up some CS. He's on to 8. Ezreal up to... he's actually gone for a BF sword, going for a Bloodthirster now. So I thought he was going for a Phage, Trinity Force, but obviously just getting that Phage for that extra hit points and possible slow proc, and then going for a Bloodthirster to get a bit more damage down. So getting that BF sword, needlessly large rod and a blasting wand. Obviously that's going to be Rabadon's death cap for Karthus when he can complete. We get vision of them, so he hasn't completed just yet. Trundle has gone for that Heart of Gold now along with that Phage, so getting a chunk of hit points on there to go with his damage from the Wriggles. Sona has got the traditional build for support, with Heart of Gold and Philosopher's Stone. Meanwhile, Udyr is trying to complete that Trinity Force. So, are they going to force an engage again here? This is going to be pretty crazy, because this will be at least the third fight in the mid here that has actually happened. We're almost going into all random, all mid territory. wewillfailer just getting poked down, and Sneaky trying to put that Piltover Peacemaker across the team. Ideal situation. wewillfailer sees Sneaky getting slowed there. Does turn around, gets blown backwards. Ezreal ulti just going across Sneaky, I think there. The rest of the team backed away from it. Look at that. Nocturne had managed to catch all of them with the Q, getting the trail of every single one of them. Tabzz going in. Big damage on towards Lyumi there. Zealot's going to come in with the Janna shield on him, but he's got to be careful. He doesn't pull full aggro. Now he's popped his ulti. He's going to go straight across there. Sona ulti going across the team. wewillfailer taking it down very low. Tabzz is just dashing in and out. Lyumi getting taken down by Tabzz, and now that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Can he get 4? Yes, he can. And a 5, I think. It was a quadra kill. And, well, there we go. Pentakill given by Tabzz. That is the first casted pentakill I've done. Obviously, we've all seen Reginald's in Team USA. But, wow, Tabzz managing to get that pentakill in there from the help of his team. And, well, brilliantly played there by LowLandLions. We just saw them backing away, baiting it. Zealot finally popping his ulti, getting the Q down on wewillfailer, getting a big burst of damage down across the team. Sneaky and Tabzz obviously working in tandem there, just picking off the right opponents at the right time. Alibabba chipping them all down. And, wow, pentakill for LowLandLions. That has certainly turned the game. And GG's been given already now, because they know that Tabzz has built himself a very, very high. 13-3-2, surrender vote given, and the Frag-o-Matic finals go to LowLandLions in some pretty spectacular fashion there, with a pentakill to finish. Very nicely done. This is Deman bringing you League of Legends.
Victory!